Hey everyone, have you ever found yourself bending over backward in a relationship, constantly trying to be the perfect partner, friend, or even family member? You might be doing everything right on paper, listening, supporting, compromising, but deep down you feel drained, resentful, or just not enough. It's like you're trying to fill a bottomless pit with external validation, hoping someone else's love will finally make you feel whole. If that resonates, you're definitely not alone. The truth is, that persistent feeling of inadequacy often has less to do with others and everything to do with the most crucial relationship you'll ever have, the one with yourself. Today, we're diving into how loving yourself first isn't selfish, but actually the most powerful way to transform every connection in your life. Think about it. Many of us walk into relationships with an invisible script running in our heads, narratives about our worth, what we deserve, and how we expect to be treated. These scripts are often written by past experiences, societal messages, or even childhood wounds. If your script says, "I'm not good enough," or "I have to earn love," you'll unconsciously attract situations that confirm those beliefs. Self-love means pausing to read that script, understanding where it came from, and consciously choosing to rewrite it. It's about recognizing your inherent value, independent of anyone else's opinion or presence. This self-awareness is the first step to breaking unhealthy patterns and building relationships on a foundation of genuine self-respect, rather than a desperate need for validation. When you genuinely love yourself, you know your worth, and that makes it easier to establish clear boundaries, your non-negotiables. This isn't about being rigid or demanding. It's about respecting your own emotional, mental, and physical well-being. If you constantly tolerate disrespect, neglect your own needs to please others, or accept less than you deserve, you're sending a signal that you don't value yourself. And if you don't value yourself, why should others? Self-love empowers you to communicate your limits calmly and firmly, knowing that a healthy relationship respects mutual boundaries. It's about understanding that no to something that drains you is a yes to your own peace and well-being. This attracts partners who align with your self-respect. A huge part of healthy relationships is effective communication, and self-love plays a vital role here. When you understand your own emotional landscape, what you need to feel secure, loved, or supported, you can articulate those needs clearly, without blame or expectation. Without self-love, we often assume others should just know, or become passive-aggressive when our needs aren't met, leading to resentment. With self-love, you're confident enough to say, "I need more quality time," or "I feel overwhelmed when," without fearing rejection or feeling like a burden. This clarity empowers your partner to actually meet you where you are, fostering deeper understanding and connection, rather than playing guessing games or spiraling into conflict. Let's be real, rejection stings. Whether it's a date not working out, a friend canceling plans, or a work opportunity falling through. But when you have a strong sense of self-love, rejection shifts from a personal indictment to a neutral event. You understand that someone else's choices are about them, not necessarily a reflection of your worth. You don't internalize it as "I'm not good enough," but rather "this wasn't the right fit for either of us," or "this frees me up for something better." This resilience prevents you from spiraling into self-doubt or chasing after approval. Self-love allows you to process disappointment without dismantling your self-esteem, enabling you to move forward with grace and an open heart, ready for what is truly meant for you. Many of us fall into the trap of people-pleasing, constantly sacrificing our own desires to gain approval or avoid conflict. This habit stems from a deep-seated fear of not being loved or accepted for who we truly are. While being accommodating is a wonderful trait, chronic people-pleasing erodes your authenticity and breeds resentment. Self-love helps you break free. It teaches you that your value isn't dependent on how much you do for others, or how perfectly you fit into their expectations. Instead, it empowers you to be honest about your capacity and desires. This authenticity might initially feel uncomfortable, but it creates space for genuine connections where you are loved for your true self, not for the persona you present. Here's a powerful truth. You attract what you believe you deserve. If you carry a pervasive sense of unworthiness, you might unconsciously gravitate towards partners who reinforce that narrative, often leading to relationships that are unstable, demanding, or unfulfilling. When you cultivate self-love, you elevate your internal deserve-o-meter. You stop settling for less than you truly desire and start recognizing your own value. This shift in energy and self-perception naturally draws in individuals who are also healthy, self-aware, and capable of a mature, reciprocal love. Self-love doesn't just improve your existing relationships. It acts as a magnet for new, healthier connections that reflect the respect and love you have for yourself. You've heard the saying, "You can't pour from an empty cup." This isn't a cliché. It's a fundamental truth for relationships. When you neglect your own needs, constantly giving and sacrificing without replenishing yourself, you eventually run on fumes. This leads to burnout, resentment, and a diminished capacity to truly be present and loving with others. Self-love is about making sure your cup is consistently full. It involves prioritizing self-care, whether that's quiet time, a hobby, exercise, or therapy. When you give to yourself first, you operate from a place of abundance, not depletion. This means your love, support, and energy flow naturally and genuinely, making your contributions to relationships richer, more sustainable, and truly heartfelt. Conflict is an inevitable part of any relationship, but how you navigate it profoundly impacts its strength. Without self-love, disagreements can trigger deep insecurities, leading to defensiveness, blame, or withdrawal. You might fear that conflict equals rejection or the end of the relationship. With self-love, you approach conflict from a place of secure attachment. You can listen without immediately feeling attacked, express your perspective clearly without resorting to personal attacks, and seek understanding rather than just being right. You trust your ability to handle discomfort and to repair ruptures. This makes conflict an opportunity for deeper connection and growth, showing both you and your partner that your bond is strong enough to weather disagreements and emerge stronger. Self-love isn't a destination. It's a continuous journey, a daily practice. It's about consistently nurturing your inner world through small, intentional actions. This could be daily affirmations, spending time in nature, pursuing a passion, or simply being kind to yourself when you make a mistake. The more you tend to your inner garden, the more beautiful and resilient it becomes. And just like a healthy garden attracts vibrant life, a nurtured inner self attracts and sustains healthy, fulfilling relationships. Remember, your relationships are reflections of your internal landscape. By cultivating self-love, you're not just improving your life. You're creating a ripple effect of healthier, happier connections with everyone around you. Start today and watch your world transform. So there you have it. Self-love isn't a fluffy concept. It's the bedrock of all healthy relationships. It empowers you to set boundaries, communicate effectively, navigate conflict with grace, and attract the kind of love you truly deserve. It's about understanding that you are already whole, already worthy, and that loving yourself isn't selfish, but a necessary act of generosity, both to yourself and to everyone in your life. Start today. Identify one small way you can show yourself more love. Your relationships and your entire life will thank you for it. You are worthy of deep, authentic love, starting with your own.